Hello and welcome. So I'm going to have a go at the Times Cryptic, which has been published on Tuesday the 27th of August 2024. Not a lot of information on setters or anything, so I think the only option really is just to reset the timer and crack on. Squirm with embarrassment, initially about Republican. Squirm with embarrassment, about Republican. Don't know. What goes over goalie's head? Annoyed pub. Crossbar, I suppose. There you go, crossbar. Okay. Fetish involving India and its martial art. Is that actually taekwondo? It's like taekwondo. No, fetish. Involving India, so India's probably an I. No, nothing going on there. Noah's craft finally disappeared in a desert for its resting place. Oh, right. Noah's craft, so it's an ark. Disappeared in a desert. So ark. For its resting in a desert for its resting place. I don't know. Noah's craft doesn't sound likely though. It's Noah's optimist. That is swallowing what's periodically in tabloids. So ALI. Excuse me. AI. ALI. That is swallowing what's periodically in tabloid. Maybe it's what's periodically, which be IE swallowing, golly, so IEWAS, IWAS-E, in a tabloid it's probably a rag, I'd think, a rag, or sun, optimist, or are we looking at HT, IHTE? What's upset Lakeland? Losing a lake town there. Oh, right. So I guess that's Lakeland, anagram of Lakeland without LA, which makes it Calland. What's that going to be? A town there. Expedition as made by River in London. Expedition is a trip. River would obviously be an R. Gemstones old, needing polish put back. And it feels like it wants to be opal. Polish, lap, back, polish, pow, rub. Okay, I'm going to go. Well, I can't put the whole of it in, but let's see. More than one cyclone. More than one cyclone. Where have I gone? What am I doing? Oh, blumeneck. I've got onto the wrong sort of 17 now. More than one cyclone runs out of force. More than one cyclone runs out of force. Whirlwind, tornado, torn, more than one. Toner, out of force, gravity, cavity. Is meal no for cooking? Is that an anagram of is meal no? To get to something that's just a bit more. Cool. Coat woody plant after removing bark. Such as semicolon, dash and closing parenthesis come into play. Marks. So you'd think, such as, I think that's probably actually like mark for semicolon. Dash would be a run. Runs, I think, probably ends in runs. Coming into play. Macrons, don't I? Such as semicolon. Biblical figure, one involved with Leah and Jacob primarily. Elijah. There, anagram of Leah, I, and Jacob. The Spanish Isle and Gibraltar. The French appropriate. So there's a L in there, I suppose. Gib for Gibraltar, or the rock. Eligible, there we go. Nice, appropriate, eligible. Perhaps copper worker. Oh, perhaps copper. Worker is after material. So worker, ant or hand. Hand. After material. Lace hand. Ant. Element. Would that be element? No, it wouldn't. Let's put ants there anyway. Match ends of telomere in germ cell. Okay, telomere. In germ cell. Match ends. What is it? Ends of telomere in germ cell. EIMSL. Match is a tie. Match is also a striker. Oh, I don't know. Let's go up here again. Work to support two gods, denying a fall from heaven. Work to support. I mean, that could be op. Which makes me think it's like stop. I feel very uncertain about that. It's more likely E. Embarrass him. 4. So this is op to support two gods, Odin and Thor, Apollo, denying a fall from heaven. Don't know. What's erected at regularly visited Jumna by Prince? So what's erected at regularly visited by Prince? Free additional note with 100 invested, so needs an IC probably for 100. With 100, I think that's probably IC there. Free is gratis. Additional note, no. Golly, what's this? 15. Pushback from result of bad shop fitting. Pushback from result of bad shopping. Short fitting is a pushback is, don't know. Witchcraft is unfortunate outside church, so there's a CH in here somewhere. Witchcraft. Unfortunate. Is it CH or CE? Sorcery. How about sorcery? Sorry. There we go. Sorry and sorcery. Around CE. Composer gets over a setting of part of War and Peace. Composer gets over a setting of part of War and Peace. Composer Brahm. Part of setting of War and Peace. I mean, I think we're probably looking either for a composer here or a word meaning peace. I don't think War and Peace is meant to be taken as a whole in that case. Hard-hearted laws succeeded, around half of them. Hard-hearted. Laws are rules, I suppose. Around half of them. Okay, so we've got M or TH. How about ruthless? There we go. Ruthless is hard-hearted. Oh, and if I can spell it, it would be even better. Ruthless. Half of them. TH. Rules an S for succeeded. Rear seal for making garments. La. Rear seal. back, rear, back, aft. Seal 4. Be an anagram of seal. Garments. B. I've got an I down there. Don't think so. Old poem, for instance. Okay, I've got an O for old. Poem, for instance. Thought, source of home thoughts from abroad. Poem. What's in decanter I ordered earlier? Anterior. Okay, so I was looking at opal, thinking that begins with A, and it's a hidden word in there. What's in decanter? It did sound like it was going to be a hidden word for some reason. US city can regularly dig some use of old world language. Regularly dig, D-I-G, or I-S-M. Ism. Use of old world language. I think that's ism. Archaism, I think. Why would that be archaism? Archaism. US city can regularly dig some use of old world language. I think archaism would be right, but I can't see why. Oh, can. Arch. US city. What's the US city though? Can't be that, can it? And Huns doesn't look very good. I'm going to leave that there, but I don't think it's right. Oh. Long wait around where some have crashed when travelling. Cool. Jet lag. It's long wait around. I mean, there could be an anagram long wait, couldn't it? It should be a lag. Lag would be W-I-T-O-N. W-I-T-O-N. Where some have crashed when travelling. Witten lag. Law. 20. What's this one? Yes, oh, that one. That one, no. I want to go that way. Come on. How do I get to the... Oh, there it is. More than one cyclone runs out of force. Ugh, A something S. I don't think so. I don't think archaism's right. I mean, US city is more likely to be US, isn't it? LA. LA, I think is probably the correct thing. Latinism, that would be an old world language. Where are we going? Oh, gosh, how can I get to 17? Bloomin' heck, more than one cyclone runs out of force. More than one. Lots. Why is that lots? Must be lots, mustn't it? More than one is lots. Cyclone runs out of force. Maybe. I've got a T. I did have a T here, didn't I? If that's an anagram. Somehow crashed travelling. Bermuda Triangle. I don't think it's right. What's this? Match ends of telomere in germ cell. Excuse me. Germ cell match. Cool. Okay. Let's see what's next on the downs. Oh, last down. Leaked part of cross-reference. Leak is to part of cross-reference. I mean, I don't think it's going to be can't be hidden word because there's no A in cross-reference. a few there. Not they seem to have helped me so far. What was this? Composer. Piece. Gets over a. Setting of. Don't know. Noah's craft. Okay, maybe that was arc. 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 Craft. Finally disappear. Okay, so AR. In fact, so take off the K. Finally disappeared in a desert. Ararat? Yeah, Ararat. Okay. A desert. Desert. I think that was Ararat, which is where Noah's Ark finished up, so I think that's quite a clever clue. So AR for that. Disappeared. I'll put it in A, and then a rat. Rat is to desert, isn't it? Well, that's deserter normally. I think it's Ararat anyway. Oh gosh, this is Kendall, isn't it? Kendall. Just kind of came to me there. Oh, what's this? Bar. Composer. Gets over a setting of part of war and peace. Where's the B coming from? And peace. I mean, I can accept maybe lots isn't going to be right. Lots may not be right, but what would it be even then? I'm not great on composers. Composer, so it makes me think bard. Bard, part of the war and peace that gets over a setting. Doesn't really like right, does it? Composer. Where are we going to get B from though? If I take it, if I don't start with composer being B. Drab. Let's not look at this one down here. Long wait around where some have crashed when travelling. Let's assume that is an lag. I don't know what it can be instead. Lit. Law. Can be law. Lag. Lan. Lao. We're going to be L-A-N. Lan. Lag. As I've said. Law. Law's a good one. So I crashed when travelling. Law. La. Lie. And lat. If it's not an A, let's try O. Oh, what about till? Oh, wait, there we are. Lot. Okay, what about lot? That's a good word. Lot, which means a. I've got T there though, haven't I? If that's the case. Okay, let's just work on it anyway. Excuse me. A. I. Oh, N. G. Oh, a wing. Winglot. A winglot. Long wait around where some crashed. I don't know. I think I'm looking at it wrong. Long wait. It's probably just a. Although I don't necessarily think that's lots. Cyclone runs out of force. But I don't know what more than one can be if it's not lots. This one, I think I've seen that somewhere in dim and distant past. Shop fitting is something I can't remember if I have seen it. This one, exposition as made by River in London, which makes me think it's in London is going to be some place in London, whether it's a gallery or a church or whatever. Made by River. River ending at Y. Tay. Round hay. Round. That's in Leeds. Trip. Expression is a tool, right? Tool. Not really getting very far am I? I've done some. The ones I've had letters for, I've begun to be able to get out. Coat woody plant after removing bark. I mean, instantly put off by the idea of having to think about flora and fauna. Or flora, is it? Semicolon. Such as semicolon, is that saying to take half of colon? Dash and closing parenthesis come into play. I'm sure closing parenthesis is an S. Come into play. Rear seal for making garments. No idea. This one is meal. No for cooking. That doesn't have to end in IC, does it? But old poem, for instance. Old poems are. I can't even pass opal. If it is worked, work to support two gods, denying a fall from heaven. Don't know what fall from heaven would be in that context. What's this? Perhaps copper worker. Perhaps copper. Worker is after material. I'm fairly comfortable with anterior, so that means there's an R there. Material is. Another thing I'm not very good on. Materials. Lace. Denim. Nylon. And after that, it becomes a bit hazy, really, unless I happen to come with it. Perhaps copper. I kind of feel like copper's not necessarily the element, but it could be a police officer or something. But I don't know what that'd be. Perhaps copper. Let's go back to the top, see if any of these have popped in there. Squirm with embarrassment. Initially, about Republican. I mean, really seems like squirm is what I'm trying to get to here. Squirm is to cringe. Yeah, that would be cringe. Republican with embarrassment. Initially, E. About Republican. C is about Republicans are. Don't know where the ing would come from though if it was. Let's have a look at this one. What's erected at regularly visited Jumna by Prince? What's erected? By Prince Hal, I think that might be. Taj Mahal. MA from Jumna. J in fact, and I don't know where the tar comes from. But it is the Taj Mahal, I'm sure. TA, where's the TA coming from? Regularly visited is JMA. Oh, erected at TA, yeah. Okay, that's ruined that one. I found a word for it eventually. Embarrassment. Okay. Fetish involving jiu-jitsu. Is that jiu-jitsu? And it's now. So yeah, India and it's martial art. Juju. I think that's juju involving India. Okay. Juju is a fetish apparently. Involving India is that I, and then juju, and then it's, and it's, so it's got it's in it as well. There you go. Nice. What's this one? Pushback is. Can't be ZCX, CVBNM. A, yes. No, 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 no. It could be cha. Could be cla. I should remember what this was. I've seen it before once or something like it. Maybe I'm on the wrong track, but cra. So I've got a few letters there and core. Core. Bad shopping fitting is counter. It's counter something, isn't it? Counter fitting, I think. Counter fitting. No. Counter. Pushback. Counter demand. Counter something though. From result of bad shop fitting. Counter. Oh, what is it? Counter. So look at this. Got some letters here now. Look at this one actually. Optimist. That is swallowing what's periodically in tabloid. Oh. Optimist. That is i.e. Optimist. That is swallowing what's periodically in tabloid. So tabloid TBOD. TBOD doesn't really fit anywhere. Or ALI. ALI could go Ali. Or Ali. Mallet. Neither of those feels like it's going to work for me. Expedition, as made by River in London. That's some kind of city, isn't it? River in London would be city. Alacrity, as made by. I think that's alacrity, but I don't really know what alacrity means. So I am as made by Allah. I think that's alacrity. Allah. I'm going to leave that one for. Yeah, I might as well because I'm not going to get any better, am I? I suppose if I get this work down here. Free additional note with 100 invested. Okay, invested. 100 invested. Is that an IC somewhere? Free, gratis. What's this over here now? I've got a T in there probably. Rear seal for making garments. Still no idea about that one. Counter. Pushback is counter. Bad shop fitting. Counter. This could be rubbish, this bit down here. It could even be. And I still want that to be demand. Counter. What's that hand doing there? H. Leak part of cross-reference. I suppose that's just a double deffer really. Leak. What's a leak? Seepage or something. Seepage. Cross-reference. Seepage, I would say. Seems reasonable to me. Cross-reference seepage. That must be an ant then, mustn't it? Come on, let's stick the ant in there. What's this? Sergeant. I think that's sergeant. I think copper. I think sergeant is correct answer. I have vaguely heard of sarge, I think, but I might be making that up. Coat, woody plant after removing bark. Gosh, what coat would he plant after removing bark? No idea. Looks like sciatica. Is meal? No. Okay, it could be an anagram of Ismail. No. Semolina? I think it's semolina, isn't it? What we've got? Ismail. So let's put is. Semolina. Meal. Lina. No. Yeah, semolina. Semolina. Used to eat semolina at school. It was, ugh, it was just horrible. Counter. Counter what? I've only got one missing lead checker. That ain't going to be helpful, is it? This one, rear seal for making garments. Excuse me. I've had a heavy day of doing some fencing in the back garden today, so about 3 hours of digging out a post. So you have to excuse me. I'm going to put alacrity in there because, you know, why not? Sometimes you've got to live. 100 invested. Free. Additional notes, PS. PS. I see would bring her there if it's going anywhere. Additional note is if it's 100 invested. Free. Intricate fits, I don't think it's that extra. Oh, extricate. I'm just making up things at the moment. Well, actually, oh yeah, actually that is extricate. They are free. Extra. So extra, and then te for note. Extricate. Wow. Optimist. That is swallowing. Oh, put an E there. That is swallowing what's periodically in tabloid. I think that must be an S, wasn't it? No, don't know. Oh, what's up here? Okay, squirm with embarrassment initially. E. About. That's writhe, isn't it? Writhe. With. Yes, with. Oh, okay, with. Yeah, about. There we go. Right. At least this isn't Ragnarok. A fall from heaven. This has gone quite well, actually. I have to say, all told. I mean, it's not going to be finished. I think there's a good chance I won't be finishing this one today, but I feel like I've had a good go at it. To support two gods denying a fall from heaven. I mean, what can go in there? R-A, R-E-I. What's reminding me of gods? Roy? Is there a god called Roy? Rye. Work to support. Optimist. That is swallowing what's periodically in tabloid. Unless it's ITB. Periodically in tabloid. Maybe it's N-A-O-D. New. Maybe I should spell Taj Mahal correctly. Okay, that's made life a bit more interesting, hasn't it? A-L-I. Oh yeah, tabloid. There's the regular bit of tabloid then. That is fatalist. Periodically in tabloids, ALI. That is... Can't be a fatalist, can it? Because that's really not an optimist. Hedonist. Realist. No. Dreamer. Optimist. What is that is? Is that an anagram of that is? Which makes that an ist. Fire list. Fire list? Is that a word? TH. So the ALI from tabloid. That is swallowing, maybe. That is. Athelist. Don't know. Athelist or. What's this going to be if it is? So we've got R. So, oh, this is just a word I can't even begin to see. R, something I, something T. And then hopefully OP at the end. I wasn't completely sure about that. But my list of gods, and assuming gods could even be goddesses. Denying a fall from heaven. What's a fall from heaven mean? I mean, that's the interesting thing is, what's raindrop? Ra, yep. Indra, okay, raindrop it is, okay, interesting. What's this? Idealist, okay, why is that idealist? I.e., that is, swallowing what's periodically in tabloid. ALI, I don't get the STD bit. STD? Yeah, well, it's not idealist, isn't it? Let's be honest. Counter. Okay, so that's gone well. So what have we got left? 37 minutes. 1, 2. 1, 2. I've only got 3 cross clues. 1, 2, 3 across, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm having a few problems with my mouse. 8 clues, and I really ought to be able to get this counter. Pushback, counter, proposal. It's not proposal, is it? Pushback from result, bad shop fitting. This one, old poem. My poem things are not very good. Poem, for instance, would be a instance. For instance, would be e.g. I think that's a verse. Is because abroad is overseas. I don't really understand. So we got old and then verse. Oh, my mouse is annoying me. Oh, just lost the screen. There we go. Verse and then as source of home thoughts. AS. I'm not sure. Coat. Oh, what's this? After removing bark. Read. Coat. There's only so many things can go there really. RA. QWRE. No. U. Maybe. Maybe we. No. H could That's about it, I think. Oh, Y as well. Y. T, F, Z, A. So, even the vowels and the vowels don't seem very likely. So, we've got H, Y, E, and O, I think. Oh, I've done that. Which isn't going to help me, but woody plant after removing bark. I think probably removing plant means bark means take the ends off it. In which case, what's a coat? Coat not sure. Gonna leave that for now. I'll come back if I need to. If I can't get it, I don't need to. Composer gets over a setting of part of War and Peace. War and Peace. Just looking at RD, kind of thinking that feels like it needs to be anagram of War and, but composer gets over a setting of part of War and Peace. Rear seal for making garments. Making garments, tailoring. Rear is tail, and O-ring is a seal. Yeah, very good. Was this a gamete? Germ cell's a gamete, isn't it? Game. Yeah, gamete. I think that is. Oh gosh, it's going to be lot, isn't it? Germ cell ends of telomere. Yeah, TE. But that really does seem like it wants to be that, so that doesn't seem like that wants to be lots. Long wait around, where some have, there can be lat, lit, or lot, I think. Lat, lit, or lot. Okay, so let's, what are the other letters I've got? I assume it is now, thing G, N, W. Got rid of the T and the L, G, N, W, and then it depends what vowels I go. Wagon lot, Wigan lot, Wigan lot, I don't think so. Lags, what's this? Oh, how do I get to 17? Golly. Runs out of force. Legs? More than one cyclone. More than one. Cyclone runs out of force. Laws. Lows. Lows? Wagon would fit, wouldn't it? Wagon. Should make that wagon lit. Is that right? Wagon lit? Wagon lit. That, if that's lows, I don't think it is, but what's this? Come on. Such as semicolon, dash, and closing parenthesis. Dash. Come into play. I'm just thinking lows is a cyclone might be something to do with low pressure. Runs out of force. Cyclone runs out of force. Low. Let's see if there's an R I could take out of that word. Wagonlet doesn't seem very likely to me. Long wait. Created somehow crashed when. Wigan lot would be the other anagram I can get there. Neither of which is particularly satisfying. What's this? Such as semicolon. O doesn't look very nice there. The other possibility is to go like O-ring, an A-wing lot. Then that gives me an N there, which feels a lot more believable. However, That doesn't. The L. Was that 17? Oh, flipping heck. Give me 17. Like that. More than one cyclone runs out of force. The only force I can think of is gravity. Ground reaction force. As well as like that. Force could be F, I suppose. I feel like I've just got this probably wrong somewhere. Where somehow crashed when travelling. I'm going to take that out just because I don't really like it and then see what this gives me. I think that N feels good though. And lot can go as well. Parking lot. Okay, let's leave the lot in there. I think that's probably right. Such as semicolon, dash, and closing parentheses. I don't actually know there's an S there, do I? Come into play. What was this? So down to, I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think left. 5 and, well, 4.5 because I can't think what this is. Counter movement. Counter movement, there we are. Counter movement, there we go. That was a bit harder than I thought. That's probably emotions, isn't it? Semicolon. Come into play. Emotions? Why would that be emotions? Semicolon's got an EM in it. Dash. Motions is a dash. Such as semicolon. E. Motion is dash. And closing parenthesis is an S. But I don't understand semicolon with an E. I don't know. Come into play. Emotions. Emotive. Motives. I'm just bunging something in there without really thinking about it too much. What have we got? E. Such as semicolon. There's nothing happening in the clue, yeah, the wording in the clue that's outside of just a kind of cryptic-y thing. Such as semicolon. Dash and closing parenthesis. Come into play. Into play. Play is to. Oh. Go back to that being lots, as I always thought it was. I need to scroll the screen down so I can actually look at the clue. Oh, it's on the wrong. Annoying clue. Oh. Blimey, just show me that clue. Oh. More than one cyclone runs out of force. More than one. Lots. Loads. Loads. Cyclone runs out of force. Was it lows? Okay, well I'm down to 4 click 1, 2, this one I'm a bit unhappy about. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one I'm not happy about. Baradella or something, is that? Barra composer gets over A. Okay, barred over A, Barra setting of part of war and peace. So composer's barred over an A, setting of part of Barbarossa? No. Barad. Setting of part of war and peace. Barad. I think Paradino or something it'll be. Paradigo? Paradigo? IGO? Over A, so Bard gets over A would be an O, really, wouldn't it? Bard gets over A, setting of war and peace. Barad. Paradiso. I really didn't. This one here, I haven't really thought about whether. Long way around. Somewhere some have crashed when travelling. You crash, you could be used as a phrase for going to sleep, couldn't it? What would that be? Transit lot, train lot, train. Can't be train then, can it? Wagon lot, parking lot. Very comfortable. Yeah. Matches game. Telling me it ends is TE. And jump so it's a gamete, I think. Pretty certain gamete is definitely a biological thing. Eligible was pretty solidly EL, IL, jib, le French, if that's appropriate. So I think that second word has to be lot. I can't think of parking lot really, but that can't be right. Don't know if it's some kind of don't know, let, maybe it's let. Long wait around where some have crashed when travelling. A long wait would be some kind of let. Or I really confuse myself by having emotions there, such as come into play is to. I don't think that's emotions really. Come into play is to. Dash. Hyphen. Closing S. Let's just get rid of that for a minute. Such a semicolon. Emojicons? Emojis? Semicolon. Semicolon. Doesn't quite fit as an anagram. Let's take out the S. Emoli. Emoli icon. Come into play. I don't know if I've got lots and lot there either. But there you go. Barad. Ello. Baradello. Over a setting of part of War and Peace. Peace. What's peace? What's the setting? Well, I've got 5 minutes till my hour runs out, which is pretty good actually to have got this far. I'll also stick with that. I think coat. Woody plant. I mean, these woody plants tend not to be too crazy actually when you're taking letters off. So fern would be a kind of word you put in there, but it isn't fern. And removing bark can't be less. Coat. Are we just talking about a jacket kind of coat, or are we talking about like a coat of paint? In which case, re, no, rever, re. That one really is just beyond me, I think. This one probably as well. I mean, all of them fit the last 3 or 4. Actually, I mean, what's going on this clue? Not this one. Yet again. Let me see 17 across, will you? Can't do it. More than one. I'm sure that's lots. Cyclone runs out of force. Cyclone. Well, Lowe's still feels quite good in its way. Lowe's. It may not be lows or lots either. More than one. Less. Lows, lins, langs. What's that? Kendal. What's upset Lakeland? Losing a lake there. Lake town there. Town, yeah. To Kendal's town up in the lakes. Barrowed. Barrowed. What? Barradran. Can't be it. It's got to end in a Barradra. Barradara. Part of Warrand is ARA. Peace. No idea. I mean, I feel like that's Laos. I keep looking at that thinking, if that was Laos, owing lot. Can that be? No, it can't be owing, can it? Owing lat, owang. What's this? Laps. Owing. Awing. Lars. I've got to the end of my tether really on this one. Laws. No. Oh, will you never let me see number 17? More than one cyclone runs out of force. Whirlwinds, cyclones, hurricanes, lows. Paradaro. Lows. I'm going to go lows again on that. And that's going to be... Can't be Wang, can it? Wagney lot. I don't know. I'm going to leave it there. 59 minutes. Check the lot. See what we got. Okay. I mean, oh, that was an SER. What was that, Sergeant? Surge. Okay. Surge. Fair enough. What's that down there? Didn't see. Oh, okay. Wagon lot. That's a wagon lot, isn't it? I did say wagon lot. No, I didn't. Wagon lat. Wagon lit. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Wagon lot. No, I said wagon lit, didn't I? I don't even know what that means. Is that right? Is that correct or not? Oh, the mouse is wagon lit. Oh, that's completely wrong. Emoticon. That's an emoticon. I did say semicolon must be an emoji or something, didn't I? That's emoticon. So that's kind of an anagram of semicolon, isn't it? I don't know. Emoticon. I don't think. Semicolon dash. Well, now look at this. Composer. I don't know enough composers really. Gets over setting apart War and Beast. Baradagio or something? It can't be Barad, can it? Borad? Boro. I don't know. Those last two. Reveal that one. Borodino. Okay, well I'll come and try and get those. I'm going to go through. Reefer. Okay. Right, let's go through. See what we got. So, squirm is to writhe. With is WITH in there. Embarrassment initially is the E on the end, and then about Republican is put an R in it. What goes over goalie's head is a crossbar, goalkeeper, and an annoyed pub is annoyed is cross, and bar is a pub. Fetish, I think in this case fetish means juju, so J-U, J-U, and we've put I for India and it's, so it's involving both those, and jiu-jitsu is a martial art. Mount Ararat was the place where Noah's Ark came to rest. So we've got Noah's Craft, finally disappeared to AR, without the K, in a desert, so A, and then desert, I think is to rat. If you rat on someone, you desert. So Ararat into the answer. Optimist is an idealist. That is i.e. swallowing what's periodically in tabloid. I just wonder if it's something to do with A-lists. I mean, I had periodically in tabloid as A-L-I, which is that bit which leaves the that is swallowing what's periodically DST. I can't quite make head or tail of that, but okay. What's upset Lakeland? Losing a lake town there. So we've got AL losing a lake. So take AL out of Lakeland, and that gives you Kendall as an anagram, and Kendall is a town in the Lake District. Expedition, alacrity. I don't know that what it means. It's a word I've come across in the crosswords a few times, but I don't know what it means. As made by is Allah, and then river in city in London, river in city. So R for river. Gemstones, old. So gemstones are opal. Old is O. Needing polish back. Polish. I wonder if Polish is a. It's not Cockney or Roaming slang, but I wonder if Polish is a friend for. No, needing polish put back, so lap. I don't know why polish would be lap back. A lap, shall I say. Okay, well, was this lap? This was lows. Okay. If I could ever get to number 17, now more than one cyclone runs out of force. More than one cyclone is lows. Runs out of force. I mean, that feels like it needs to be a word for force, losing R's, but I can't see what it is. And at some point, I don't care. Is meal no? So that's for cooking. So it's I think it's probably an all-in-one really. Cooking is saying it's an anagram of is meal no, which gives us semolina. Coat, woody plant after removing bark. I don't know really. Is the coat of if you've got a reefer, is that? I don't know. A reefer is, I thought was a kind of when you smoke drugs. But maybe it's the coat they actually put the drugs into. Is a reefer. Anyway, woody plant after removing bark. Not sure. Such as semicolon, dash, and closing parentheses. Okay, so that's come into play. So, oh, emoticon. It's an anagram of come into play, or come into and play. So yeah, those are used. So a semicolon, I can't type one, but if you put a semicolon, a dash, and a closing parenthesis, you get a little smile as an emoticon. Although I don't think anyone does that anymore. I don't know. I mean, did in my 20 odd years ago when I had a mobile phone that only took 160 character text messages. Biblical figure, Elijah. 1 is the I, involved with Leah, which is anagram E-L-A-H, and put Jacob, J for Jacob, primarily. The Spanish is L, Isle is I, Gib is Gibraltar, and the French, Le, and appropriate is eligible. Perhaps copper worker is after material, so perhaps copper is a sergeant, potentially. I should have seen that spelled with an A, but I was wrong. Serge, I didn't know. Serge as a material, and then ant is a worker, comes up a lot. Match is a game, and enter telomere, take the T and the E, put them on the end, gives you a gamete, which is a germ cell. I think it's kind of, you get them in your body anyway. So work to support two gods. So we've got Op is work, supporting Ra and Indra, and denying A, Indra without the A on it, so Indra. Fall from heaven is raindrop. What's erected? It's another long all-in-one, I suppose. This is what's erected at. So we've got at going upwards. Regularly visit Jumna, so J-M-A from Jumna, and then by Prince Hal, I think is in. I don't know which one of the Shakespeare it is. Possibly King Lear. Not sure. Free is extricate. If you extricate someone from a problem, you free them. Additional is extra, and we've got note, T-E, te, do re mi fa sol la ti. So how that gets spelt is varies by setter, T, and with 100 invested, so 1 and a C for the Latin Roman numerals. Pushback from results of bad shot fitting, so that's a counter movement. So if your shot's been fitted badly, the counter moves. Witchcraft is unfortunate outside church, so that's CE for Church of England, and sorry outside of it, which is sorcery, witchcraft. Composer, Borodino. I guess Borodino. I don't know if Borodino is a composer or whether Borodino is a place in War and Peace. Composer gets over a setting of part of War and Peace. No idea. Again, no clue. That understand. Hard-hearted is ruthless. Laws are rules. Succeed is an S on the end, and then put that around half of them, so the TH of them going in there. I quite like this one actually. Rear seal, so rear is tail, seal is no ring, and making garments is tailoring. This is good as well. Old poem, for instance. So old verse. Source of home thoughts. AS. Okay, I like to tell us all that bit, but from abroad is overseas. Home thoughts, AS. A's. Not sure about that. What's in decanter I ordered earlier, so I've got anterior hidden away there. So earlier. I mean, I know anterior as being the front side of your body, and posterior being the back side of your body. So anterior, earlier. Don't know. What do we got? US city. So US city's LA. Can, tin can, tin, and regularly dig some. So take the I, S and M, regular letters, to get to Latinism, use for whole world language. Long wait around where some have crashed when travelling. Anagram long wait is a wagon lit, which I did at one point say and then taught myself out of. And leak is seepage, and part of cross reference is seepage. So there we go, all done. Well, not all done, but that's it. So I didn't get Roofer, I didn't get Borodino, and I didn't quite get emoticon. I think there was a 3 I didn't get. I did at one point say wagon lit, and I did sort of put in lows, I think. So 4 left was that at the end I had, with 2 halves, giving myself a half a wagon lit, and I did sort of get that. Can't understand Reefer, can't understand Borodino, or never heard of Borodino, whether it's composer or place of War and Peace. So wasn't ever getting either of those, but otherwise, yeah, that's good to have done all of that. Thank you for watching. If you can help out in the comments with those things I didn't understand, put them down.